Forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the gut of the field. Pass attack. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. That's caught. It's Green. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all of the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Got it in the middle, it's Selden. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The Hokies will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships, and the reason...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love the physicality of this defense, man. You've already seen this running back. He's good, man. He's already put in the end zone once, but they know. First and goal, man, good chance of running the football. Way to get off the rock, be physical, get in the backfield, and get a tackle for a loss.
Turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback making checks. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Now it's 3rd and goal. Let's go. To the air. It's Stockton. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the Hokies pick up the 1st down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Hokies have a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Sends it downfield. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense tries to go RPO, but that time the quarterback and his intended target just couldn't hook up.
And the Hokies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Green. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Brings up 4th down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. off the play fake. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Branch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that guy is just the man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other. And the
continues to fight for yards, and he'll be brought down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime and get a little juju going.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Back to throw, it's Drones. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, he'll throw it. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Pocket breaking down.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Pulls it in. It's Green.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He shanked it. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to pass, it's Drones. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Holds it in down the He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Dances away. The throw. Got his man downfield. Stumbled to the ground.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Caught in the backfield. It's Keith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Going up top again. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. You've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're in
Gets loose in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. Going right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
To throw, it's Drones. It's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want that clock to run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Belt. And the defense drags him down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Dogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He might want another play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Bell. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Branch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This is a designed run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Wide out trying to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed